Hi guys, I'm Brooke and that is Pippa, and we live full-time in my Honda Pilot now. We have moved out of the Honda CRV, we've moved out of the pop-up. If you missed those chapters, go ahead and scroll back a little bit on my channel. There are videos explaining everything. It was kind of a lot going on, but now we are a few weeks into being in the Pilot. We're settled in, and I'm here to give you a car tour. Now, disclaimer I feel like needs to be made is that we just moved into this Pilot a few weeks ago. So I will probably, it's probably guaranteed that things are going to change over time, and I will try to do like I did when I was in my Honda and make update videos if I decide to take out seats or this or that or do a build or whatever. But this right now is just to get me through the winter and to just get me settled back into SUV living. Even though I really wasn't out of the Honda CRV for that long, I still am like getting used to being back in the SUV, which I'm glad that I'm in an SUV, but this is a different one and it has different quirks about it. Just because I'm doing something or have something set up in this video does not mean it's true for all of eternity. Or if you have a Honda Pilot that you camp out of, it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. I am on my 3rd year on the road, and so I have some very specific quirks and needs that I feel like I want out of my rigs, and that is why I do the things that I do. If you do things differently or want to do things differently in your rig, that's totally fine. And so I'm sure as I get used to things, I will change them, or as I need things, I will change them. I know I'm gonna get a few questions about my refrigerator and stuff like that, and I left all of that in my storage unit. I know I'm gonna get some bathroom questions. I have an entire video on how I go to the bathroom while car camping on my channel that I'm going back to the same method I used when I was in my Honda CRV for a year and a half. So that is how I do all of that. I don't want to make you wait, so let's just get into the car tour. And if you guys haven't subscribed or shared, comment, liked, etc., go ahead and do that while you're watching the video, and I will see you guys at the end of the video. Alright, here we go with the car tour. I just want to mention right off the bat that my windows are tinted. They are not as dark as my CRV, but these are legal, and my CRV ones were not. So let's just start there. So here's my cooler. I just have like a little one for day stuff. I didn't bring my fridge with me. It's in my storage unit if you haven't seen that video. These are where I store my clothes and just my day-to-day things in these little cubes. These are like $5 at Target. They're super easy, and because they're not rigid, I can kind of smush them in here. These really are just kind of miscellaneous items, but they are organized in my mind. Oh, Pippa needed a water break, but this is where I keep her water because it does have that extra lip on that little storage container, so if it does spill, even though that's a no-spill bowl, it doesn't get everywhere. This is my lighting that I have in the back. These are just those wire lights, and I just shoved a command hook into the headliner to keep it there, so I didn't have to worry about using command strips. Super easy. As you can see, I just shoved the little plastic behind the plastic liner, and it holds it up just fine because it's just a little wire. And here's the back view of my bed, and we're gonna start underneath because I have underneath storage now, which is exciting. So underneath here is obviously my jack for my car. And then I have my kitchen stuff in this first bin. I have some cleaning stuff, laundry stuff in the middle, and then my outdoor stove and my extra propane in this last one. I keep everything separated in these bins because unfortunately this little hatch doesn't stay open. So when I cook and do all of that, I just pull the whole bin out and put it on my little outdoor table. So it makes it easy, and I can have other things underneath here, and I do actually have some extra space right here next to the propane, so I might put something else under here. I'm just not sure yet, but I just moved the cubes and the cooler to get it open. It's really not that big of a deal. And then, like I said, these cubes just have stuff in it. Like this one has like tripods and like sunscreen and bug spray, extra toilet paper, cords that I need every day, like my laptop cord and stuff like that. So nothing I can really describe, but just miscellaneous, but kind of organized. And then behind it is Pippa's food. I just keep it right there so I can grab it. And then I have my rain jacket stuffed in that little cubby. my everyday toilet paper, and then I just refill these jugs of water instead of having my big 5-gallon one anymore. I just really don't need that much water when I'm not wild camping. This little hutch next to my bed has like my Fix-A-Flat, my scissors, my hammer, my tools, Pippa's emergency first aid kit. All of those things go right in here, so it's really easy to access if I ever need anything. Then comes to my bed. I get asked about this a lot. This is just a child's IKEA mattress. This is the same one I had in the Honda CRV, and then I just have two full-sized mattress toppers folded in half to create more of a twin size, shoved into a weighted blanket cover so they zip together, and then I just have them stacked on top of each other. So my bed is really thick and very comfortable and fits perfectly next to these cubes, and then I just make sure everything stays together with a fitted sheet. Super, super simple. On top, I have obviously my pillows here during the day, so they're out of the way when I'm driving, but I do have my little down quilts that I use to help keep warm when the temperatures drop. Those just go in their stuff sacks, and I just keep them right next to the bed, so if I get cold in the middle of the night, I can just grab it and open it, and it stays tucked away and organized. So this is Pippa's spot usually during the day. She likes to sit back here and sleep on my pillows, and then she has her water right there, so, you know, luxury. This is the front view of that bin. That bin is actually now my dry food storage, so everything in there is like my rice, olive oil, salt, pepper, etc. I just don't have the other cooler that I had that I was using for that, and then my back window covers I keep back here, so I can just crawl in the back and put everything up when I pull into a spot. I do have some like slippers back here because it is getting colder, and I have this plastic liner that's down, so in the morning I don't want to step on it, and I just secured it with the bolts for the seats. But this liner was, I think, like $5 from Walmart, and it can protect the carpet from any spills, mud, etc. And then I have my camp chair and my camp table underneath the seat, and that is the thickness of the mattress. I told you guys, it's thick. It's so comfortable. I wouldn't lie to you, I promise. Then I have this Backseat Organizer. I just have pens and stuff within reach. I really haven't filled this out yet, but this bottom pocket is Pippa's pocket. It just has her harness leash, her toys, her sweaters in there, stuff like that. And then I keep the front seat liners or window covers right there, so then I can access it. My vacuum is underneath the seat, and then I just have this little trash can. But then these stay right in reach, so when I pull into a spot, especially if I'm city camping, I can just reach behind and grab them really quick and put them up, so I don't have to deal with unrolling all of my window covers at once. And then in the door, I do keep my old window covers just in case I just need like a quick privacy thing, because my windows aren't as dark as they used to be. And then I just have trash bags and my pea cup. If you know, you know. I love my pea cup, and now I have a little holder for it, which is so nice. So let's move to the front. And this is where I have my child sunbathing all the time, but I also keep my spork like right there, because I do get food out a lot, and they never include silverware, so I always just keep that handy and ready to go. Pippa's bed is obviously up here because she likes to sleep up here at night. I do have a seat cover on there as well, so her bed doesn't slide around. And then this front door storage is hers, so it has her extra leashes, doggy bags, everything like that, so I have no excuse but to pick up after her. And she also decorated it really recently with her snot, because she likes to sneeze on this door in the middle of the night. So I have my power station, I have baby wipes so I can just wipe off my face in the morning or at night, and I have my winter jacket just stuffed in here because it's been kind of cold. I have my little picnic blanket, camping blanket, whatever you want to call it, and Pippa's jacket is down there. And then I have my voted sticker because I just voted, and then I have my binoculars and my little crystals and stuff. I don't want to hear about them flying at me in an accident, because that's the least of my worries. So moving on to the front seat, I have my my little child that likes to run around and move around. So I don't have the seat cover going over my whole seat because it really annoyed me. So I took most of it off. I probably don't need it at all, honestly, but I have my masks, I have my window covers, I have a little towel in case Pippa sneezes on me or I need a napkin or something in the door. And then all of my day-to-day stuff, like every day I use this, goes in here. So my toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, everything goes in the console, my masks, all of that stuff, because in my brush, it's just so much easier for me to get ready in the front seat than trying to do it in the back seat before I get out for the day, because usually Pippa goes first and I end up in the front seat to turn on the car and end up getting ready up front. So that's why I keep everything up there. Yay. Okay, moving on to the last little bit right behind the driver's seat. My dog is also there again, and I do have the cover on. I hate the way it looks in the back seat, but whatever. And I just have like my manual and stuff underneath my seat, and then my shower bag is right here, and it's stacked on top of my dirty laundry bag. And this helps to just like fill everything out so my pillows don't fall down here at night. And then I do have levelers. If you don't have levelers, it'll change the game. I don't use them as much now that I've been in the Midwest and headed east, but it really helps when you're wild camping so you don't have to sleep at like a right angle all night. But obviously I push the seat back when I go to bed at night. And then this is Pippa's zip line. This is how I buckle her in when we are driving. I just keep it tucked away during the day because obviously we don't need it. And here's a beautiful shot of my child just, you know, basking in the sun at this park. And then here is the last little look at the bed and how those stuff sacks just sit right there and kind of fill in the side of the bed. And I also have the on and off switch for the lights right there so I can reach it, and Pippa has access to her water and I have access to everything at night on this side, and can then get out of bed and get into the front seat if I need to from a really good angle because I'm not trying to crawl from over the seat. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this car tour, and I have so many things planned, like I said, even in this video, that we are headed out to the East Coast. So you guys will have to stay tuned on what we do next, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.